Welcome to the Takeoff and Basic Handling Training Flight. Today, you're taking the A-10C up for a spin. In this lesson, we'll perform a standard takeoff followed by some basic maneuvers.
Yeah, whatever. This is the DCS A-10 flight simulator. It is said to be one of the most realistic. And of course I've set it to maximum realism settings. First time I tried this tutorial I had a damaged joystick that wasn't even calibrated, and I wasn't really in control of the aircraft, but managed to land anyway. This time I have a somewhat working joystick. It's like 12 years old and it's actually calibrated, so let's see how this turns out.
Prior to starting the takeoff roll, a number of final checks are performed to ensure the aircraft's safe operation. Ensure the anti-skid switch is set to on. If not already done, turn on pitot tube heating on the environmental control panel. Now hold down the wheel brakes by pressing and holding the W key and increase throttle to 85% core RPM. Monitor your flight and engine balance. Look around the cockpit and check the top flight support. Press the spacebar key to proceed once everything checks out. You are now ready for takeoff. Take a note of your current heading as you will maintain this after takeoff. To begin the roll, release the wheel brakes and advance the throttles to max.
Okay, full throttle. Brakes released.
Press the hook tab to the left or insert the safety steering.
Wheel steering
Gently
disabled.
pull back on the stick to raise the nose to the eye.
And rotate.
Maintain 10 Raise the landing gear by pressing G and the flaps by pressing left shift plus F. The landing gear horn will sound while the landing gear is in
Flaps
transition.
up.
Adjust your pitch angle to maintain 100.
Okay, to make things more interesting, I will now perform an Immelmann maneuver. Stall the airplane at the top and try to directly land on the runway.
However,
Okay, go.
180 knots indicated airspeed is the average climb speed.
The aircraft is now
You're off
stalling
course. Turn to a
and
heading of
below minimum speed, so we cut the engines and deploy full air brakes and
maintain a
flaps
heading of 300 degrees and 180 knots. Level out at
and
5,000 feet.
landing gear down.
Scan your instruments
We have maximum drag and now try to bleed as much energy as possible. So we are still too high. So now I'm side slipping with full air brakes and gear down.
Altitude, altitude.
Now we're in a good position to land, so now I'm stabilizing the aircraft. Now exactly at landing speed. And now it's time to flare the aircraft and perfect. Touchdown right at the moment the aircraft stalls. Now cutting engine power, wheel brakes enabled, wheel steering enabled. Wow, haven't done this in 8 years. It's like riding a bicycle. Okay, let's abort this landing. Air brakes disabled, full throttle, and flaps to 15 degrees. And rotate. Come on. Gear up. And flaps up. So what I will do next is to approach the runway at excessive speed and then try to land. This might come in handy when enemy fighter planes are inbound and you want to land as quickly as possible to save your own ass.
Altitude, altitude.
So, now doing a left turn and try to conserve as much energy as possible. So now I'm approaching the runway at way too much speed.
Pull up.
So I'm
You're off
cutting
course.
the engine power,
Altitude.
pulling a high G-turn, and deploy full air brakes. Now that I'm slow enough, I will deploy full flaps and wait for the aircraft to stabilize. So now I'm in stable condition. I put the landing gear down, and now I have to bleed energy like crazy. That's why I'm side slipping with full air brakes.
Altitude. Altitude.
Our rate of descent has significantly decreased, so we need to increase throttle in order not to crash and flare the aircraft. Now this piece of shit needs to touch down, so cutting the throttle and touchdown. Wheel brakes enabled, wheel steering enabled. And there we are. But maybe next time we should ask the tower for permission to do this shit. But anyway, it's only a simulation. Okay, time to taxi to our parking position.
You're off course. Turn to a heading of 300 degrees.
Yeah, whatever.